Hello and welcome to My Xbox and Me, episode 11. Damn, we got through 11 episodes quick. I felt like we just started this thing. I am one of your hosts, MC Fixer, alongside me, the Scotsman himself, Ross Miller.
Hello, how we doing?
Ross, I feel like I ain't spoke to you all week. It's been a weird one. Or I say all over the Christmas period, I should say.
Yeah, well, happy New Year to you.
Yeah, Happy New Year. It's going to be a successful one, I hope.
Yeah, hopefully.
we hope.
Yeah.
What you been up to? Did you have a nice New Year? Did you go out?
Yeah, out with a wife doing the typical Glasgow New Year of waking up in a gutter.
Yeah, sounds like fun. Yeah, no, me and Haley, we went to a house party and we got back in about 4:30 and there was a party going on up where we live. And I was like, well, I'm going to bed because I don't do well with not a lot of sleep. And alcohol in my system. I'm very... Russ, you've been on the end of my grouchiness sometimes. And let's just say with alcohol, it gets a lot worse.
Yeah, okay, right.
So Haley stayed up, ended up waking me up at 6 o'clock in the morning being sick. I was not happy.
I don't blame you.
I was like, well, you did this. Oh, well, you didn't want to be there. That's all I'm saying. That is all that I'm saying. Let's start this off with a new thing. I'm going to do a bit of a promo at the beginning of each of these things now because we've got a website. So head over to www.mcfixer.co.uk. That is my brand new website. And head over to atlives.net. I got that right?
Yeah, that's right.
Yeah, we got there. We're getting there. We've both got websites now. If you can support them, please do. I do appreciate it. Let's get on with the rest of this. If you want the episode early, you head over to patreon.com/mcfixer. The audio is $3. The video is $4. I'm saying this to you guys that are listening because most of you know what Patreon is, and some people, I did get a little bit of backlash for this, but the reason I've set up a Patreon is for people that want to support and want to help and want to see progression in the shows that we do here on my YouTube channel. This is nothing to do with Ross's stuff, but this is a way to help. The podcast wouldn't happen without, there's certain people supporting it already and they know who they are. Without those people, the podcast wouldn't happen because I couldn't afford it. I was literally at a point where I couldn't afford it anymore. So we've done this and we've got somewhere. So thank you. I know it sounds a bit weird, but yeah. And you can now get t-shirts. Have you seen the t-shirt, Ross? Have you seen the
amazing. I'm on for the next couple of weeks and I've got it on here.
Yeah, I can't wait to have mine as well. But yeah, head over to mcfixer.co.uk/store. You can get a My Xbox and Me t-shirt. And last but not least, review us on iTunes. I get reminded by my fiance Haley every week that I forget to say it. So if you can, head over there, review us on iTunes. It helps us out in the charts and to stay on the new and noteworthy, which we've been on since the start. So thank you.
Yeah, that's amazing. I only noticed that last week. So
yeah, I know you messaged me. It's like, do you realize we're still there? I was like, yep, I'm just be quiet. If we don't notice it, maybe no one notice we're there. But on to the Xbox news, and that's why you guys are here. You're here for your Xbox fix. So what is in your box this week, Ross? What have you been playing?
Well, I've been working a lot this week, so I've not been playing too much. In fact, the only thing that I've done is Call of Duty single player.
Oh, how you finding it? You liking it?
It's all right.
You're still not 100% in on it.
No, it's just all right. Over convoluted story and fuck you, Treyarch.
Do you think you'd be finding it more enjoyable if you was playing it with friends, like me?
I was playing it with my wife.
Yeah, but your wife's not me.
Some may argue.
Yeah, good point.
But no, like I'm enjoying that aspect of it, and it's fine. It's totally fine. It's maybe not my first pick, but I can't tear myself to get invested in it at the moment because I'm working quite a lot. So I will get back in this week. So I'm off this weekend. It will just be back to my normal game, and I'll probably end up playing Battlefront the whole weekend though.
God damn it!
Or Siege.
I'm actually thinking of getting Siege this week. So
I'll be playing that. So
maybe if I get that, we can play that. But what have I been playing this week? I just put out a Let's Play in Call of Duty. Tomb Raider, still playing Tomb Raider.
Great game.
Again, I'm pretty much done with it, but I'm just going through doing collectibles and stuff like that. So doing some
new modes.
again.
New mode
there?
this week. Yeah, new mode. Don't ask me what it is, but I just know there's a new mode.
I wouldn't dare ask you for information on this show, Ross. We both know that that's not why we're here.
No.
But yeah, I haven't really played much. I suppose it's because of the New Year period, and I've been saying, I was Joe what? Stressed about the website, stressed about the Patreon, and now that we've got a schedule, if you go on the website, you see the schedule, I'm like, oh God, I've got so much content to produce. What the hell?
You signed up for this.
Yeah, I know. Tell me about it. And people are paying me, so I've got to actually do it.
Yeah.
But let's get on to the news. And our first story is Xbox. God damn it. Definitely out of practice. Jesus Christ. Xbox boss Phil Spencer is starting off the new year by answering questions from fans on Twitter. Russ.
Yes.
Did you see this at all?
Did I see this before?
Did you see it at all?
Yes, I did. I've seen some of the answers. I've seen some of the questions. I've seen an article based upon it. Yeah, I've heard a little bit about this. It's interesting way to do news, to do journalism.
Well, yeah, I don't disagree with it though. I know some people will, some people won't, but that's his GameSpot. I think I got this from, right?
Yeah. So essentially, GameSpot went in and went on Phil Spencer's tweet, his Twitter feed,
Twitter live,
and just looked at all the questions that had been answering for a couple of weeks, and that is what they've got their news stories from now. Some may call that investigative journalism. Some may call that there was nothing else happening that day.
Do you know what? The only thing I'm going to say was she's so good. This is something that we would have had to have done otherwise. Yeah. So for me, I'm like, thumbs up. You go do it, and I'll take your sources and then link it out to you guys. You know what I mean?
Bear in mind to remember that these questions are not asked by journalists, they're asked by the general public to the head of Xbox, and then that's getting turned into a news story, which we are now reporting on the news story. So there you go.
Hey, thank you, GameSpot. Anyway, first question was, so Phil, will 2016, oh God. So Phil, will 2016 will be good for Xbox One? That is what is written, so do not have a go at me. That is what is written.
It is written like that, I can confirm.
Remember that this was from the fans, so if anything's written wrong, this is their fault, not mine. Okay. Answer: should be a very good year. Shipping more new IP than we have in a long time. Good challenge to make new IP succeed, which makes me very excited, Russ.
Oh, of course, yeah.
New IP is why I love why I love video games, PlayStation or Xbox. I like new experiences as much as I love my Resident Evil 1, 2, 3, Code Veronica X, I could keep going on, I won't keep going on, but I could, But yeah, new IP is what we live for, and I'm glad that Phil is doubling down on it with Xbox. So
yeah, you can't beat new IP. You've got Recore first, and a lot more coming out later in the year. So
Sea of Thieves, give me that Sea of Thieves.
Let's hope that that's as good as what they're planning. I'm looking forward to seeing that. I'm still quite slightly skeptical till I see more, but let's see. Let's wait and see.
Next question was, new IPs could get limited edition versions.
This question bothers me, sorry. But
okay.
It's like that, yeah.
Let's go with it. Question was, Phil, do you plan to have collected editions for these new IPs this year? Answer: we haven't locked any version of each game yet, but we know some fans like LE with more content, so we will look at it.
Of course they are.
Obviously. This is a stupid question.
It's just, you're launching a new IP, you're trying to build your brand and your character, you're going to have something, your GameStop or Game or Amazon exclusive bundle that is going to have a little statue that someone will want to collect somewhere.
This is for the idiots like Scott Sedman. As much as I love that boy, he buys too many collectibles. You know what I mean? He loves his special editions.
Yeah.
But yeah, no, that's a silly question in my opinion.
Yeah, but well, at least we've got an answer.
Yeah, but that's the one thing I do like about this is he's answering questions that are obvious answers, in my opinion. I think they're obvious anyway, but they're questions that need to be said. So why not say them?
Yeah.
Next question: streaming to the Xbox 360, not so fast. Question:
Yeah.
Streaming Xbox Ones to Windows 10 is incredible. Incredible. I wonder if at Xbox P3, which is Phil Spencer, will let the system stream my Xbox 360 later this year. Answer: sorry, no, it's not in development, which is quite sad. But
Why would they invest the time?
they've already give us backwards compatibility. Like,
So technically, you could if stream Xbox 360 games through your Xbox One too.
yes,
So yeah,
in a
Yeah.
way you can, but in a way you can't. Yeah, but to me that just was to me that doesn't surprise me. Does it make me upset? I guess so, because I'd like that option, but I would rather than put the time in other places.
yeah. Don't waste your time in that. Now.
Where are we next? Question: as much as I'm looking forward to Quantum Break, will we see Alan Wake return? All right, let me put in a little side here. I absolutely, sorry, love Alan Wake. Ross, have you played it?
Yes, now I have recently.
Oh, really?
But was that, you mentioned Scott Sednor on, he recommended it, and I only went back and done it. That's a good game.
I really like that game. Like, no joke. I played that game in a weekend in a hole. Ross, don't die on me, please.
I know, I'm sorry.
I need a co-host.
For anybody that's listening, I am absolutely loaded with a cold. So if you hear me walking away or coughing, I'm apologising in advance. Okay?
Yeah, no, I loved Alan Wake. Very enjoyable game. So this question, the answer to this question was right now we're all focused on Remedy is focused on Quantum Break, obviously.
Yeah.
But as soon as we finish, I'm sure we'll talk about the future, which Sam Lake's already confirmed that he said they will do Alan Wake 2.
Yeah.
So we reported on that a couple weeks ago, whatever. Not us, we did the story, but yeah. So that doesn't surprise me. And then he ended it with Happy New Year. Happy New Year to all. Have a great 2016. Look forward to continuing the journey with you all. And I just think this guy, I feel Phil Spencer's class. I really do.
And Phil we trust.
In Phil we trust, 100%. But yeah, lovely little Q&A session there. Nice for him to speak to the fans. Do you know what I mean? He's head of Xbox. He doesn't have to answer these tweets.
No, that's very true.
Do you know what I mean? He's an important man.
He doesn't have to have a Twitter account.
No, exactly.
I know most bosses have, but he's a little bit more restrained than someone like Miles Jacobson from SI Games. But he answers it well, and he does answer a lot of fans. He answers Xbox messages.
Yeah, I know. It's just, I just think the guy's class. He's so much better than what we've had before, and like you say, in Phil we trust.
Yeah.
Ross, take the next story because you know how much you love it.
Star Wars Battlefront sells 13 million copies. Now that's an estimate.
Yeah,
that's not confirmed. Okay, so he noted that majority of these sales came before the release of Star Wars: Force Awakens and also at a discount. So the numbers are not official.
The numbers are fudged, people. Don't trust them.
No, excuse me, sorry. So, EO said that Battlefront broke records at launch in November. EA have never actually given any official figures on it.
Yep.
So I'm just saying it sold 13 million. There you go. I'll just take it as that. That's it.
No, we're not. You may take it, Mr. Miller, but MC Fixer here, top line reporter, which I'm not. But no, this is bullcrap. I don't give a crap what they say. This is rubbish. Don't an analyst, who was it? Evan Wilson from Pacific Crest.
Yeah.
Who is he? I've never heard of him. No disrespect to the man, because I've never heard of him doesn't mean anything, because no one's heard of me. But I don't believe that they sold 13 million, because they would be shouting to the hilltops if they had.
Did you notice how quickly it went on sale?
Pardon?
Notice how quickly it went on sale?
I did notice how quickly it went on sale, because I think that was a drop-off. I think people dropped off of playing it. I think, like we spoke about before you got sucked in, people tried their trial, had their 10 hours free, and then disappeared.
Yeah. Very true. And maybe that could have worked against. Well, if this Pacific Crest company are correct, it hasn't worked against them. It's worked quite well. But yeah, time will tell, and we'll see when we get official numbers. So
We will, and I will be waiting, and I will be sitting here laughing at Mr. Miller, obviously.
for enjoying a game, you can never
Yes.
laugh at me for that.
Fine. Xbox One may be getting a lightweight, cheaper model in 2016. Ross, how hyped does this get you?
Not very, because I've already got my console and I don't need another one, so it's fine.
Spoken by a man that doesn't travel with his Xbox One, obviously.
That's clearly not. It stays under my TV.
Well, this story, Microsoft blogger Brad Sams reports to, what's that, Ross? Peter?
Yep. So sorry, I wasn't on that show.
That's all right.
Petrie.
Petrie, whatever that is, I've never heard of it again. That he's heard from an internal source at Microsoft is discussing a lightweight Xbox One.
Right.
I quote, I have heard from internal sources that the company is considering plans for a lightweight Xbox One that may be for Windows Store games only. This is where I call absolute bullshit, and it's a lie. And why did I put it in there? Because there's somewhere to talk about. No way. Like we just spoke about, Phil wouldn't do this. This doesn't like it.
Maybe it's not anything to do with an Xbox One. If you call that the Windows game or something like that, or just the one, right?
Yeah.
And it only has Windows Store games onto it, which, bear in mind, are going to be expanding quite soon. You know, what, Minecraft's a Windows Stores game, and it's got a good price point, similar to an Apple TV or less. Or
let me finish the quote, real quick, and would compete with, say, Apple TV. But it's not clear if these plans have been scrapped. Obviously, Microsoft does not confirm. Doesn't comment on rumors or speculations. GameStop wrote. Yeah, for me, this just doesn't seem right. This, I think, it'd be mixed messaging, confusing the customers, because we know that we're waiting for I am anyway, a lighter and smaller version of the Xbox One. And if they did a version that was Windows only, is that not going to confuse the mum and dads that don't know about Xbox, which there's so many of them?
I don't put the Xbox in the title then.
I think, a Windows gaming device that competes with Apple TV, perfect, but don't call it an Xbox.
But the only thing that I'm going to say about this, right, and the thing that I think will stop all of this is that what would it do that the Surface doesn't?
Yeah, very good point.
And they've been pushing the Surface like nothing else, which is a great machine.
I wish I could afford one.
So that, but you know, any hands-on I've had with it is great. It fits it perfectly. I don't think there's any truth in this. I think they maybe looked at it when that market was emerging, the sort of Android, the Fire TV, the Apple TV, everything else. And if it becomes huge, maybe they will want to jump on board and they'll have the work sitting there to do it, because Microsoft are a big company with a lot of people. But I don't really think it's anything else other than a little bit of development plans. That's all.
I am 100% there and agree with you for once. Once in my little life, I agree. Do you want to take the next one?
Yeah, of course. JRPG fans will be glad to know that Final Fantasy 15 has been confirmed to launch on Xbox One in 2016.
Woohoo!
The release timing was already hinted at, but it's now been absolutely confirmed as part of a blog post. So the game director, this is where I go wrong, it's Hajime Tabata.
Hey, you did it.
Say that, right? Okay. He says we'll finally release Final Fantasy 15 this year in 2016. And development previous phases required wisdom and strength. However, moving forward, the final phase will focus on effort and willpower, whatever the hell that means.
Russ, question for you, because I don't think we've ever spoke about it. We're both, since we started doing this podcast, we've learned a lot about each other's gaming tastes.
Yes.
Are you into Final Fantasy? Is that something that itches your back?
I haven't played one since 7.
You have? Okay, 7's the only one you've played.
Yeah, because at that point I was about 14-year-old and every kid had it and every kid wanted it. And
you was 14 when 17 come out. Oh, when 7 come out.
I don't know exactly what age I was. I had a PS1, so I'm just trying to work it out. But yeah, I had it and I played it through death and then just sort of gave up, never bothered. It's not something that I've ever openly looked out to get.
Mm-hmm.
And considering I'm a huge like Shenmue fan, and I'm not adverse to an RPG, I think it'd be something that I'd be more into.
Yeah.
But it's just never really tickled my fancy. There's been too many games. What I have always fancied though is some of the original ones that are on mobile and tablet now.
I
And I
looked at
quite
the
fancy
mobile
that,
version.
yeah. But it's like 12 quid still or whatever for an
I'm like,
iPhone game. Yeah.
nah, I'm sorry, mate.
But apart from that, like, yeah, it's just 7 was great. I would probably, if I had it installed in my machine, I would jump out and I would start playing these games and I'd probably enjoy them. But nothing has reached out and grabbed me and going like that. You need to play me, Ross. And maybe this will.
Interesting. That is interesting. I've played 7. Never finished it. I've never finished a Final Fantasy game in my life.
That was
Not
something an Assassin's Creed game up to last
yeah. Not to scare people, but that's I've never finished a Final Fantasy in my life. I played 7 when I was very young because I had a PS1 also.
Yeah.
Didn't really understand it, and being dyslexic, I hated reading. And game, think about any game, any RPG, it's all bloody reading. So for me, I was just like, oh, I can't stand it. But I like the gameplay mechanics. I like the magic and all the summon and all that stuff, whatever it is.
Yeah, the story in the game was great. Like, I know you're saying you couldn't.
I never got that's what the reason I know I never completed, because I never got past this one.
Right.
Never ever got past this one. I remember doing the cross-dressing thing, and I remember doing that first boss, and that first boss absolutely scared the crap out of me. Final Fantasy 7.
Yeah.
But yeah, it's a genre, and I played. Oh God, what did I play? I played 9. I played 8. Again, I've played all of them. My granddad actually was the one that got me into Final Fantasy. He plays them all. So shout out to my granddad.
Hi, Corey's granddad.
Yeah, he doesn't listen, but shout out to him.
Yeah, shout out.
5th, but I'm happy Final Fantasy 15 is coming, because it wasn't confirmed for a long time that it was even coming to Xbox One.
So that's good.
Good for people that want to enjoy it. If you are a Final Fantasy fan, please write in and tell us your experience with the game at myxboxandmepodcast@gmail.com. Would love to hear from you. Would love to hear your opinions on the games. And does this news excite you? Obviously.
Yeah.
Ross, last week we spoke about Ark Survival Evolved.
Yes.
You said that you tried it, correct?
Yeah, couldn't fully get into it.
Yeah, an hour wasn't long enough.
Yeah.
But did you know that it now has more daily players on Xbox One than it does on Steam?
Okay, continue on.
Okay, I will do. Service developers have put in their work in progress game up for sale on Xbox One. According to Studio Wildcard co-founder Jesse Zakark.
We'll just go with that. Hi, Jesse Zakark.
Yeah. The daily Xbox One players could count is already bigger than the PC, which is around approximately 55,000 current players at the moment.
Okay. Take a 10 for that if it wasn't in an hour's preview.
Okay. That's a fair point. I didn't think about it. I've got to be honest with you. That's a fair point, because I played it for the hour. You played it for the hour. Yeah. Sure, there's plenty of friends out there listening right now that probably played it for the hour. Exactly. Does that count? Is it... Joe, let me read that again. One sec. It's not continuous players.
No.
Fair enough. But I'm going to go with it's still doing really good.
Yeah, it's clearly doing well. Good on it. It's good to see an independent or a game coming on and of that size and scale when people are wanting to play it. I would like to get into it. It just hasn't grabbed me yet.
It runs like turds, so...
Yeah.
It runs...
I've said this before. It's the first preview game that I haven't bought.
Yeah.
And I'll probably wait for it to finish. This is probably the one I'll wait for to be complete and then get invested in it.
Until I buy it, and then you'll be like, oh, I want to play with you, Corey. And I'll be like, sorry, man, I'm busy, dude. I'm too busy killing all those dinosaurs. Yeah.
Okay, I can tell you right now that's not going to happen, but okay.
Russ, some big news dropped today. The date is the 4th of the 1st, 2016. We have our first casualty on the delay train.
I know, 4 days into the year.
Has been delayed. Take it.
Yeah. So... it was posted on the blog today, essentially.
Yep.
Platinum, thank you. That was what I was looking for. That the game will be launching in 2017, and this will give Platinum the time needed to bring to life all the innovative features and thrilling gameplay experiences that we have planned. They can delay games all they want. In that case, I don't care. Like, because the more a game is delayed, the better it is. Just look at The Witcher 3.
Yes.
And yeah, it just does not bother me. It was already holiday 16.
But it looked awful at E3. That's what I want to talk about. So I'm so happy they delayed it.
Yeah.
The frame rate was all over. Do you remember we did the talk on that at Lives.net?
Yeah.
And we were talking about how this game didn't run well in the demo.
No, it does not run. It did not run well in the demo at all. Like, as you said,
and that was a small, tiny chunk. So I'm happy. It's
polish. Get it off. Polish it.
Yeah, no, I'm happy that it's been delayed. It's something that, again, I do agree with you 100%. Delays are good for video games.
Yeah.
Don't put something out there unless you believe in it. That's what I believe in everything. Anything you do in life. If you don't believe it, don't put it out there. And especially for video games, because people pick them like crazy. So if you need a little bit more time, take it, Platinum Games, and you have most of our support. I'm sure there's people upset, but
they've already stretched themselves too thin anyway, Platinum, so it's not a surprise.
Yep. Someone pointed that out to me on Facebook that Colin Moriarty said that they've stretched themselves way too thin. And that's interesting because it's true.
That is true. If you look at all the games that are coming out, even recently they announced the Ninja Turtles.
Yeah.
The Ninja Turtles. The Ninja Turtles game, like, you know, they're launching IPs and they're doing things. I know they've got an engine for that because they've got the Transformers Devastation engine, but they seem really, really, for not a studio that's not that huge.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, I agree.
Themselves, yeah.
Yep, and like I say, good luck to them. I can't wait to see the finished product, and I'm looking forward to the game. Not as much as Scott, but I am looking forward to the game. Ross, you like Assassin's Creed?
Yeah, I suppose so. When it works, yeah.
Ross, let's try it again. Ross, you like Assassin's Creed, right?
I love Assassin's Creed.
Of course you do. Just like everybody. No, I'm joking. Assassin's Creed Empire. Allegedly.
Let me guess. I've not seen this story. Right,
have you not?
So Empire. They've already just done one in Britain, so it's not going to be the British Empire. I was trying to think because
this is all rumors, by the way.
I thought, well, they got it right the last time.
Yeah.
I thought it was going to be rural. I thought it was going to be Japan, the next one, or Egypt, or I think they maybe go back to America, but a slightly more modern day because they've sort of came a bit more modern recently with the last game. I'm going to go Japan.
Okay, Japan. Let me read it to you then.
But it wouldn't be called Empire then.
Let me read it to you, Ross.
No problem.
Assassin's Creed Empire allegedly launching in 2017, meaning they're taking a break.
Oh, that's interesting.
Watch Dogs 2 to come out in 2016. According to Kotaku, whose sources alleged the next game is set in Egypt, leaving 2016 without a mainland Assassin's Creed release. The decision is to delay the game. Codenamed Empire was apparently made following the launch of Assassin's Creed Unity based on the other acquired information. Kotaku speculates that Watch Dogs 2, set in San Francisco, will be launching this year, so that will occupy the space of Assassin's Creed release spots. Interesting. Okay. Interesting. We'll start with Assassin's Creed. I've got Unity, don't like it. I've got Black Flag, haven't tried it.
Brilliant.
The last one I've played from start to finish was 2, which is my favorite of the series.
Yeah.
Not into Assassin's Creed that much, but I bought Watch Dogs day one.
Mm-hmm.
So, because I know you haven't got much to sell on Assassin's Creed, so we might have to talk about Watch Dogs. Watch Dogs, did you play it? Did you like it?
Yes. No. One of the most overrated games ever. You're not going to believe this. I was hyped for a game.
So me too. Oh my god, we're so on the right track here. Yes, we can bash this game together.
I was there at midnight buying my game with the season pass. Everything. I persuaded my friends to stand outside game in Glasgow with me at midnight. So we went to the pub before we went.
Hey, couple of bevies.
Yeah, you know, I'd booked the next day off work so that I could get right into it and play it as much as I possibly can. And you know something, I believed my own hype for the first like 10 hours of that game. I was like, this is great, it's fun. And then you get in a car.
The game is Russ, you have absolutely nailed it. So for those of our American listeners who can't understand Russ, because that's what I got told. Apparently our accents are too thick.
Oh, I've been called worse things than thick, or my accent being too thick. Would they prefer that Media Ross done this podcast and slow it down and start speaking with my nice, understandable tones?
No, give me the Scotsman.
Yeah, that's
no,
what
I am 100% there with you. I was working. Where was I working at the time? McDonald's or Argos? One of them two. And I actually sent Haley to go and get this game for me while I was at work. I was like, "Go get it! It comes out today." She went and got it. She got the season pass for it. I sat down. I was like, "Yes, this game." I bought into the hype, and it done me over. Yeah. And I'll never do it again. I will never buy into the hype of a game again.
I think that was the one for me as well. I think that was the one that I went, no, that's it. I'm done.
I will make my own decision and then buy it if I want it. This was a game I wasn't interested in at all, but the media hyped it. Forums hyped it. Facebook groups hyped it. Everybody was hyping this game. And I got done over in the long run, really. Because the game was, I don't badmouth games for badmouth reasons, for just being an idiot. I have an opinion. This is my opinion. The game is terrible. Story.
I'll
in my opinion.
I'll say it. Interesting mechanics.
No, I'm still. It was boring. It was so boring. It was so. I wanted more from a hacking game than just hold a button. And that's what it was, weren't it? If I remember right.
You hold it. X.
You're holding X to do the lights and okay, it's cool when you time it correctly and it does the slow motion thing. Then you go into the bollards and it's fun the first time or the first hour, but then it doesn't progress enough. Do you know what I mean?
Also, let's just say that Ubisoft, they've tried to release a car racing game this year. Their car driving mechanics in their games are not up to much.
I disagree because I like the crew.
Right, okay. I've not played it enough that I won't pass judgment, but
I'm
judging on Watch Dogs. I'm judging this in Watch Dogs, and the driving in that game was not good. It was unresponsive. You collided with things quite often.
Yeah, you're right. Yeah. You're right. Thinking back about it now, yeah. But anyway, we're getting a new one.
Yay!
In 2016 this year. I'm hoping this. I'm not gonna buy it from the hype, but if it looks good, I might buy it.
Oh, I know I'm gonna buy it.
Because I want to see the differences, like the Assassin's Creed 1 to Assassin's Creed 2.
Yes.
Hopefully, they can bring over the fun parts of Watch Dogs, which, in my opinion, there wasn't many, but there was a couple.
Yeah.
And they can make it into a brilliant game.
Take the online sections of GTA and the other Ubisoft game due out next year that we can't talk about, and integrate some of that into Watch Dogs.
Oh, I can talk about it. I didn't sign any NDA.
All right, well, I can.
So, yeah, okay. The Division he's talking about, for anyone that's confused. Yeah. I didn't sign any NDA. I played that game at EGX last year. Weird to keep saying last year. I'm not used to it.
Yeah, I know.
Last year, I didn't sign NDA. I loved the game. It's so stupid that you had to sign an NDA to play that. Anyway, let's get back onto our news stories. Ross, Halo 5.
Yes.
Forza 6.
Yes.
Gears of War Ultimate Edition.
Yes.
Rise of the Tomb Raider.
Yes.
All games that are pretty good games, I've heard. Halo, you say good. Forza, neither of us have played.
No.
Gears of War, I played and I loved, obviously. And Rise of the Tomb Raider, obviously, was our game of the year.
Yeah.
All games have sold over 1 million copies on Xbox One.
Okay.
Yes, and that is the story here is Halo obviously sold over 1 million.
Yeah, Forza
obviously sold over 1 million.
Yeah.
Gears, I personally think definitely sold over 1 million.
Yeah.
Tomb Raider, straight the barrel, I'm thinking.
And that's why they've said 1 million copies. So
That's
they
why
can say that. There's another thing which each one of those titles, if you think there was a bundle for each of them, you had your Xbox Halo 5 bundle, your Forza bundle, your Gears bundle, all that counts.
And your Tomb Raider bundle.
It all counts as a sale.
Yes.
So, these are the bundles.
Which, the question I'm posting here is, but how many has Tomb Raider sold? I honestly do think the rest of these games here have sold well over... I'm going to go out on the limb and say well over 2 million, 3 million.
And you're basically saying that they've done this quote to make Rise of the Tomb Raider sound as if it's been up with the rest of them.
That is exactly what I'm saying.
Wouldn't disagree at all.
That it's like, why? Why did you do this? We all know I love the game. Think it's amazing. I think that game is amazing. It got our game of the year, but don't try and dress it up with like, oh, it sold over 1 million copies. That's successful. It's not. We all know that's not successful.
Yeah.
And the timed exclusivity deal, which, don't get me wrong, as an Xbox fan, I'm happy about, doesn't bother me because I play that console, but it fudged. I don't know why I'm not going to swear. It's my fucking show. It fucked over the fucking PlayStation audience.
Yeah.
And that's why it hasn't sold well. And Fallout come out. What do you expect? But don't try and dress it up in a fancy title because that just annoys me.
Like, I think I've said this in a previous show. Crystal Dynamics got their money.
Yeah, up front, exactly.
And it's still going to sell on PS4 and PC and whatever else it's going to come for. It will probably be an Ultimate Edition, so the DLC will probably include that release from there. It'll be bug-free, as there's a running joke from the PS4 community that the Xbox users are beta testers for the games.
Yeah.
But, it's... Crystal Dynamics and their overinflated egos probably wanted it to sell better, but this is not a surprise to anyone that it's not sold as well as what it has. And I think this stories or titles like this do nothing for anyone.
No, and that's all I think this does is make Xbox look weak in its like trying to portray that Tomb Raider is something that it isn't, which it wasn't, unfortunately.
Yeah. What the thing is it's our game of the year.
Yes.
Okay, on this very show.
100%.
And I think that's why we feel so strongly about it. It's
possibly.
It's just a great game and it deserves everything that it can. It deserves to sell well. If you haven't picked it up, go and pick it up. It's,
if you own an Xbox
regret
One,
it.
yes. 100%. And if you own a PS4, definitely pick it up when you get a PS4.
Yeah, I'm going to be picking up the DLC. The Rise of the Witch DLC comes out, I can't remember the name, what it's called. But there's a Witch DLC, and it's got a really interesting idea that she's sort of hallucinating slightly.
Oh, okay.
She's been given something, and she's seeing things which are not maybe there, or they're being sort of morphed into something which is quite there, which is a totally different mechanic from the standard game. Yeah. And I just remembered what the free mode was. It was survival mode.
Oh, okay.
So during the day you have to collect and craft, and then at night you're getting attacked.
Oh, that's cool.
That's free DLC as well. That wasn't
my favorite type of DLC. Free.
But you know what? I'm talking about this game passionately, and I hope that translates well to everyone who is thinking, "Oh, am I going to buy this game or not?" Yes, go buy it.
I think it's only £30 on Amazon at the moment.
Yeah, or on the Xbox sale, it's not much more than that if you want it digitally.
Yes, digital future, obviously.
Yeah.
One last story, Ross, and then we might talk about what we're excited about for the next upcoming year. Crackdown 3 is basically 2 games.
Multiplayer and single player. Yeah.
Yes, it looks like Crackdown 3 will ship internally with multiplayer only portion.
Okay.
It was tucked away at the bottom of the Xbox Wire blog, updated for 2016 release, and tucked in the bottom of the list. Mentioned Crackdown 3, blah blah blah, multiplayer in summer 2016.
Yeah.
Sorry, budge that story a little bit. So what it pretty much says is that we're only getting multiplayer in 2016, not single player.
This isn't new news, though.
Oh, is it not?
No, this has been mentioned before by the studio head that they always did plan to have the multiplayer section released when it was finished, and the single player would take longer.
Oh, okay.
So I don't think this is. I don't think this is like, maybe this is just being confirmed from comments that he made, but yeah, I think this is what has been expected of Crackdown 3.
I'm not a Crackdown fan. I've not played 1, 2. I like the look of 3.
Yeah.
I need to see a little bit more. I'm not buying it for a multiplayer only though. In my opinion.
Okay.
Doesn't. I'm not. That's the reason I haven't bought Siege yet as well. I need something. Look, I'm a bit of a loner. I've got no friends, and I need some friends on Xbox. XOB Fixer, feel free to add me. So I don't buy multiplayer only games. So especially team based ones, I don't know much about Crackdown. So what makes it so special if it's only multiplayer?
The thing that's making this special is the cloud.
Oh, okay.
So because of building destruction. Now, this is something that they're going to have to get right. So I'm thinking, could they only have been referring to the beta or a section of the multiplayer? Leave that open for quite a long time. People enjoy it. They don't get one section, then release the full game. Because this is new technology, essentially, and see that I done fingers for the video.
Yeah.
And I think it needs to be explored more, but this is going to be interesting. Also, in some countries in the world, people still have data caps, so I still don't know how all this cloud gaming is going to go.
Good luck to you.
If you're relying on a server 1,000 miles away,
you're in trouble
to process, and you've got a data cap.
Yeah, I do. I hear.
Yeah, I don't know. I think keep an eye on this story. It's going to be ever evolving over the next few months.
So keep it locked right here. Fix of the week is still the holiday sale.
Yeah.
So
Alien Isolation entire collection, £12.50. Go and buy it if you haven't already.
Have you played it?
Oh yeah.
What did you think? Did you like it?
Loved it. Absolutely. Okay. I could only play it in small doses, but loved it.
Fair enough. They said that's probably the best way to play it. I think Ryan McCaffrey's review over on IGN said that play it in small doses because the second half isn't as good as the first half.
No, it's because I was too shit scared.
Oh,
that's why I had to play it in.
not because you wanted to pace yourself, because you were a little baby.
Basically, it was one of the most tense games I've ever felt because you didn't really know, you were always trying to escape, and I get told play it in hard mode from the beginning, like play it in hard setting because it's just a lot better.
And
so you spend so much, plus you spend so much time hiding and things. So you've got all this built up tension that you can only keep that for so long. Sometimes you play games when it's too much high tension, it can become not enjoyable.
Yes, 100%.
So for me, by doing that, it just meant I enjoyed the game a lot better than what I would have if I tried to play through it in a huge setting. So yeah, I loved it, and although the DLC is I think it's $8.50 or $9.50 or something like just for the game, but then $12.50 with all the DLC. So spend extra few quid and have a couple hours in there, those survival modes as well, and it's worth a few quid for that. But yeah,
cool.
In fact, I've got a disc. I'm going to go and buy it digitally. Why not?
Yeah. Let's talk about last segment before we get the hell out of here. Let's talk about what we're excited about in 2016.
Yeah. Okay.
We spoke about I think now not last episode, the episode before that, so episode 9. We spoke about Xbox exclusives that we're excited about. Let's talk about non-exclusive, third-party stuff.
Okay.
What is your most anticipated third-party game or second-party, whatever you really want to call it, of the year for this year so far?
I think everyone that knows me so well, will be able to tell exactly what this is going to be. Watch Dogs 2.
Yes.
No, I'm not joking. You can talk about it. I can't talk about my experiences with it, but the game I'm looking forward most to is The Division.
Fair enough. I am actually in agreement with you. You can't talk. I can. I played the Dark. It's called the Dark Zone. That's where I played. I played in the Dark Zone. When I played it at EGX, I absolutely fucking love this game. Like I've always looked at it and been like, this looks good, but getting my hands on this game and actually playing it is phenomenal.
I'm going to say something. It is
don't get Ross in trouble.
Their version of Destiny. which doesn't sound like a negative, but it's got that to it.
I know
I'm taking that from videos that I've watched of it, not from my experiences playing it, and what I know about the game. So that's
covering your own back, you little
articles I've read through various publications. But yeah, it's going to have that hook that Destiny got so many people with, and it could be Ubisoft's version. And also, it's one of the most polished games I have ever seen, which it should rightly be, being 3 years delayed.
100%, totally agree. What else? What else are we excited for in the new year? I'm really excited for Sea of Thieves. I've never been like a Rare fan like that. Not like the way certain people are. Like, I love GoldenEye, don't get me wrong. I've I was never on the way of like everybody else, Banjo-Kazooie and Perfect Dark. But this game, for some reason, really intrigues me. I love the whole pirate ship and multiplayer aspect, and we don't know much about the game, so I'm only going off of what I've seen from E3. Yeah, E3. So that I'm really looking forward to. I think it'll be quite a good game to get online and play with some friends.
Yeah, it's going to be interesting. As I said, I'm not fully invested yet because I haven't seen enough.
Yeah.
And I just don't know where they're going to go with it.
That's fair enough.
Yeah, it'll be interesting to see. I'm just going to keep my eyes on it and just wait to see more of it before I'm making my mind up if it's for me or not. I really can't tell at the moment. I'm not excited for it at all.
And I realised I just had an Xbox exclusive, not a third party. My bad.
Yeah.
I realised after I said it, I'm like, I just said no. What else am I'm trying to think now. You got me on the spot. I'm trying to think. Have you got one that you know of?
Unravel.
Unraveled, yeah, that looks good from EA.
Yeah, that looks like a fantastic game. I am a Battlefield fan, and there should be a new Battlefield for 2016 in December. So I'm looking forward to that. But probably one of the games that I'm looking forward to the most, because I just had so much fun doing the time trials of the original, is Mirror's Edge.
Okay, cool.
Yeah, I love Mirror's Edge, so I'm looking forward to if they can keep the mechanic of the first one and just develop and add more to that with the phenomenal graphics that we've all seen, and they look great. I'll have a great time, because I had found that game really replayable because of the time trials.
Okay.
Because I could go and do the time trials and replay the level quicker and quicker and quicker and move up leaderboards. Somewhat a racing game, but it felt a lot more. And the whole time I played it, I was like, I wish this is open world. I wish that parts of this were open world. I wish that this bit was doing. So they've answered it and they're giving me it.
Yeah.
So I can't not be excited for that. I'm not hyped. I'm excited.
Cool. That's weird that we just spoke about that, and that's an EA game as well. And I'm involved with this EA game, and I'm gonna now say I'm actually excited for Plants vs Zombies 2.
Why not? It's great.
I love that game. Me and Haley jump on that game and absolutely just go at it and just constantly trying to beat each other and get higher on the leaderboard than each other. I like the packs and the way you didn't have to spend real money. You could have, but you didn't have to.
Yeah.
I really like that game. So I'm looking forward to getting that as well.
So it's just EA, the year of EA.
I was about to say EA has really got my attention this year. I don't hate EA. I know everybody else hates EA, but I've never hated EA. They've always brought me FIFA, so I'm happy.
Smart business people.
Yes, definitely. I'm trying to think what we're missing. I feel like we're missing something. There is so much coming out this year.
I want the first party stuff. You could talk all day about Gears of War.
No, exactly.
I'll save that for a future episode. You could talk all day about Quantum Break, the inferior cover base shooter. There's so much coming out for next year. I think it was just better to pick what one we would have been looking forward to the most.
Number one for me is the Division.
Probably the Division, and followed quite closely the Mirror's Edge. Yeah.
Cool. That's it for this week then, Ross. Thank you for your time. Appreciate it.
No problem.
Before you go, give us a plug. What have you got going?
So yeah, the VR show launches in a couple of weeks, which
Oh,
is out
cool.
of Reality, and just check out the website at outoflice.net for all the 5 podcasts that we have on the go.
You're working like a madman over there.
We've also got Out of Ideas with Sophia Freebird Harris, where you decide that week's topic.
Oh, cool.
So she's doing that herself. I'm just leaving her to it. She's in LA now doing something, so she can stay there.
Cool. Cool. I'm gonna have to give you the spiel again, people. mcfixer.co.uk is where you can get this podcast. You can also, if you want it early, head over to patreon.com/mcfixer. Like I say, audio is only $3. Once you do the exchange rate, you're paying nothing. That's a month. You get a month of my Xbox and Me early before anybody else. So, as you may have noticed, you're getting this on a Friday now, not a Monday. I forgot to say that at the start. Patrons get it on a Monday, and everybody else will get it on a Friday. If you can't afford to do that, I totally understand. So go head over to the YouTube channel, youtube.com/mcfixer for the video. And if you want a My Xbox and Me shirt, which me and Russ will both be wearing ASAP, head over to mcfixer.co.uk/store and review us on iTunes if you've got a second.
Yeah.
For me, I am gone. Ross, love you. I leave you. I see you later.
Peace.